Module Overview. Political parties are indispensable to the functioning of modern representative democracies. They not only structure political participation, but also serve as vehicles for the expression of ideologies, articulation of public interest, aggregation of political demands, recruitment of leadership, and formulation of government policy. Understanding the historical evolution and typologies of political parties requires a multi-layered approach that combines political theory, history, sociology, and comparative institutional analysis. Origins and historical evolution of political parties. Pre-modern political alignments. Political parties in their earliest form did not resemble the structured organizations we know today. In ancient civilizations like Greece and Rome, political alignments existed among elite classes, often based on patronage, family loyalty, or ideological differences, but these were not formal parties. Proto-parties and the rise of parliamentarianism. In the 17th and 18th centuries, with the development of parliamentary institutions in Britain, informal groupings like the Whigs and Tories emerged. These were proto-parties, coalitions of aristocrats and landowners advocating different policies. Their evolution marked the embryonic stage of modern party formation. The liberal revolutions and birth of mass parties, the American Revolution, 1776, and French Revolution, 1789, triggered the ideological polarization of societies along lines such as monarchism versus republicanism, capitalism versus socialism, and secularism versus theocracy. With the expansion of suffrage rights in the 19th century and the rise of industrial workers, mass-based political parties emerged, particularly socialist and labor parties aimed at representing the working class. Post-colonial party development. In Africa, Asia, and Latin America, political parties evolved during anti-colonial struggles. These parties were often nationalist movements, led by charismatic figures seeking independence. Post-independence, many of these parties transformed into ruling parties, some becoming dominant party regimes while others collapsed due to ethnic or military divisions. Contemporary trends. The late 20th and 21st centuries witnessed the decline of traditional ideologically rigid parties and the rise of catch-all parties, digital movements, and populist platforms. These parties increasingly rely on media marketing, social networks, and identity politics over classical left-right divisions. Typologies of political parties. Political scientists classify parties based on their structure, ideology, function, and composition. Key typologies include 1. By structure and organization, cadre parties, elite-driven, small membership, e.g. early conservative parties, mass parties, large, grassroots-driven, ideologically committed, e.g. Communist Party, catch-all parties, broad appeal, less ideological, e.g. U.S., Democratic and Republican parties, cartel parties, state-subsidized, institutionalized, professionalized parties that dominate the political system. 2. By ideology, conservative parties emphasize tradition, order, hierarchy, e.g. UK Conservative Party, liberal parties, advocate for freedom, market economy, individual rights, e.g. Canada's Liberal Party, socialist, social democratic parties, support welfare state, equality, regulation, e.g. Sweden's Social Democrats, green parties, focused on environmental sustainability and social justice, populist parties, often anti-elite, anti-establishment, and emotionally driven. 3. By function, electoral parties aim primarily at contesting elections, programmatic parties, centered around a specific policy agenda or vision, clientelistic parties, use patronage to gain support, common in fragile democracies. 4. By representation, ethnic religious parties mobilize support based on identity, e.g. Shahs in Israel, BJP in India. Regional parties represent specific territorial groups, e.g. Scottish National Party. Issue parties focus on narrow issues like environment, education, or anti-corruption. Party systems and classifications. A political party cannot be studied in isolation. The party system in a country defines how parties interact. One-party system. A single legal party dominates, e.g. China, former USSR. Dominant party system. Multiple parties exist, but one controls power over time, e.g. ANC in South Africa. Two-party system. Two major parties alternate in power, e.g. US, UK. Multi-party system. Three or more significant parties compete, e.g. Germany, Nigeria, India. Global and regional comparisons. United States. A stable two-party system, Democrats and Republicans. Germany. Mixed electoral system with strong party discipline and coalition governments. Nigeria. Multi-party system influenced by ethnicity, religion, and regional divides. India. Initially a dominant party system, Congress. Now a dynamic multi-party system with powerful regional and ideological parties. Internal party democracy and crisis of representation.